This word is nectar. Let's say that together. Nectar. Nectar is a sweet juice that flowers make so that insects will land on them. Now let's say that part together. Nectar is a sweet juice that flowers make so that insects will land on them. This word is stores. Let's say that together. Stores. Stores means to keep something that you'll use later. Let's say that together. Stores means to keep something that you will use later. The title of this book is A Bee's Life. It's a nonfiction book that has real facts about the parts of a bee's life. It is written and illustrated by Donna Hurwicke Rice. She wrote the words and she used pictures to help you understand the facts that she wrote on each page. Let's start by looking at the pictures on each page and trying to figure out what's happening. What are these things on this page? They're bees, right? I wonder why one is so big. It's really big, isn't it? What's happening here? Well, you can see the bees and you can see the one big bee in the middle and all the other little bees. I wonder what's happening. What is this bee doing? It's kind of strange. It's all by itself. It's on the honeycomb part. Wonder what she could be doing. What are these? They look like little holes, don't they? And what's inside of them? What's happening here? I have no idea what all of this could be. I see the same holes. Looks like some of them are filled in. There's a bee. There's those little white things. Look like they're getting bigger. I wonder what it could be. What's happening here? I have no idea. It looks like those same little white things from the other page. I wonder what could be happening. Look at this page. It looks like a little bee's head coming out of one of the holes. What's happening here? Look at the bee. He's climbing out of the little hole. What is this bee doing? I can see the bee on the top picture. What is he on? A flower. Look at this bee. What is that hanging off of it? He's on top of the flower. I wonder what that could be. What are all of these bees doing? I can see them kind of flying around a hive. I wonder what they're doing. What is this? I can see all of the little hexagon shapes, like that's in the hive. I wonder what that could be. Do you know what's inside a bee's hive? What is this bee doing? It's sticking its little head in one of the little hexagon spaces. I wonder what it could be doing. Look at all that sticky stuff in there. I wonder what that could be. What are these bees doing here? I see that one really big bee again. I wonder what they could be doing. What's happening here? Look at this page and the pictures on it. What does this mean with all the arrows? The arrows are pointing to the next picture. It's kind of going around in a circle, isn't it? Alright, now that we've looked at all of the pictures in our book, let's take some time and let's read the words that go with the pictures and see if we can figure out what's happening on every page. A Bee's Life, written by Donna Hurwicke Rice. First, there's a queen bee. The queen runs the hive. She lays many eggs. Each egg is very small. Soon, each egg becomes a larva. The larva changes into a pupa. Then the pupa opens. Out comes an adult bee. It buzzes from flower to flower to get sweet nectar. It stores the nectar in a pouch in its body. Then it brings the nectar to its hive. The bees in the hive make the nectar into honey. The bees eat the honey. They feed their queen. Then the queen lays more eggs. The cycle goes on and on. Let's say this word together. Nectar. Nectar is a sweet juice that flowers make so that insects will land on them. On this page of our book, it says, it buzzes from flower to flower to get sweet nectar. Because nectar is that sweet stuff on the flowers that attracts or makes the bees want to come to them. We could use the word nectar in another way. Like we could say, the bee got some nectar from the flower and brought it back to the hive. Let's say this word together. Stores. Store means to keep something that you're going to use later. On this page of our book, it says it stores nectar in a pouch in its body because the bee puts the nectar in its little pouch so that it can use it later in the hive. We could use the word stores in another way, like we could say, the squirrel has been storing nuts for the winter because squirrels save up nuts for whenever they won't have any food in the winter.